Hello and welcome back to episode 2 of Thicc Tired, where we are ready to dish out some truth sprinkled with a little bit of sass, and actually a whole lot of sass, for all our friends out there. So whether you're listening for the first time or you're a loyal fan, it's time to buckle up and get ready for one hell of a ride. So I want to go and introduce ourselves again to everybody in case this is your first time listening, and we are going to start with myself. My name is Cassidy. I am one half of the Curvy Godmother. I don't really work at the shop anymore, but I do content here. And I want to give you a little fun fact about myself. And Curinne's going to laugh at me for this one, but I put my bra on and take it off like a t-shirt. I do not unbuckle it from the back. I don't snap it. I don't put it on backwards and turn around. And when Curinne found that out about me, you would think she just found out I was a fucking serial killer. Now over to Gia.
All right.
It's true though.
Okay. Wait, I have so many questions.
I take my bra off.
It's not meant to be stretchy though.
No, I know. So that's why all my bras are shit. But that's just how I do it. I do it like that. I just don't, because I have little arms. I'm like a T-Rex. I have little arms and I can't reach back. I don't think it has anything to do with how curvy I am. I'm just meh, so I'll do it right now.
I'd love to watch a tutorial.
No, I can't. No, I can't. Make a video? And I can't.
You're saying
I'll do it right now.
You're saying
I'll do it right now in front of you.
No,
Shut the blinds.
Please don't. Shut the blinds.
All right,
You're saying that it's a serial killer situation. I looked at you like that. But technically, only a serial killer would do that.
It's like putting your milk in your cereal.
Your what?
So my children do that. They don't use milk in their cereal. It's very bizarre.
Yeah, okay.
I'm
Gia. I'm part of our social media team. What else do? I do styling every so often. My Jeopardy fact, I've gone indoor skydiving. I was in Colorado, and I fell in love with that man, and he just took me 30 feet into the air and then dropped me back down.
Did you join the Mile High Club?
Oh my God.
No, I was 12.
Thank God.
I was 12.
Well,
that was
that's
just
a different episode.
A few days after I sprained my ankle purposefully.
And jail time.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
all right.
Well, my name's Leigha. I'm the store manager here. And my fun fact is that this past weekend, I did fall in the store in front of all the customers and everything. It was quite embarrassing, but so not so fun.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. Yeah, I fell right on my ass.
Did you go flying, or did you just
No,
go,
I turned around and I ran over there to see if she needed help. But she bounced back really fast.
I was on one of the platforms and the tool was sticking out from under the dresses, and I think there was just so many things going on at once, and everyone was calling my name, and then I slipped on the tool, and not only did I just fall, I fell off the platform, but on my butt.
No.
Yeah. And everyone gasped.
But they didn't fucking get up and help. Okay. Well, thank God you're all right.
Someone did get up to help, but she said, and you yelled at me before about that. But we'll get into this later. We'll talk about it.
I did hear a little sneak peek about that.
That's coming up.
We'll chat. We'll chat about it.
Wait, that's really funny.
Okay.
So I'm Curinne. I am the other half of the Curvy Godmothers and the owner of Ivory and Maine. My Jeopardy fact is that, honestly, I can't remember my Jeopardy fact, and I have the worst memory in the world. So
she has 1 million subscription boxes.
Yeah.
That's
a good fact.
So there you go.
We talked about that.
It's even better.
I mean, so Curinne, that's part of my FabFitFun box. Oh, that's part of my Go Wonder box. Oh, that's part of my lovely Go to
Can you list your subscriptions?
So I have Stitch Fix, Wantable, FabFitFun, the curator box, and I used to get the Dia & Co box, but I don't get that one anymore. And there's another one in there, but I can't think of what it is right now.
I feel like you would have been a big Ipsy girl.
I
used to get Birchbox.
Okay, yeah. So
those were all really small.
I was getting so much stuff in my FabFitFun box that I was like, meh. Yeah. So then
I do Newly, where you rent the clothes.
Oh yes, that's right.
I love it.
The Closet of Curinne Infantolino
She
Polizzi.
does. I should have my own box. It's called, and Cassidy can just.
There you go.
Yeah.
Curinne's closet.
I love it. Right. Cece's closet.
Curinne, how was your birthday?
Ugh.
What?
I mean, it was all right. It was fine.
Yeah?
I'm getting old now.
You just had a birthday this past weekend.
I did.
You do anything fun
I did.
for it?
My birthday was on Saturday. We went out to dinner with my family.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, so that was good. And
I saw that you went to the Harley Davidson store with Mr. Paul.
Yes, we did. Because
that was on the night of your birthday,
fun
right?
fact. My husband bought himself a motorcycle on my birthday. Okay. But anyway, so that was
Classic
fun.
Man.
Classic. But it's okay. You know what? If it makes him happy, I'm good with it. So as long as he's happy and content and he stays out of my hair, then I don't care.
Best wife ever.
Has a Harley.
How was it? How was it buying? How's the experience? Was it fun?
It was really interesting because I've never really been in like a motorcycle store like that before or whatever, like a dealership.
Yeah.
So the guys were like super, super nice. I made friends with the salesperson, made friends with him, and we actually got to talking, and he was saying, how's a cool wife? Because I wasn't pissed off, which is odd because like he said there were more angry wives and moms that came in.
Yeah.
And he started telling me the story about this one mom in particular. They came in, the son bought the bike, and then the mom came in like a day or two later and starts yelling at him because he sold this kid a bike. Like he financed the bike.
How old was the kid?
20.
So this man came in and bought a motorcycle.
Came in and bought a motorcycle, and his mom went up there and basically like yelled at the guy. And it's just so crazy because like it started to make me think about like all the moms that we have in the shop, and I'm like, these girls, like 20, okay, like that's young, like I get it, like I but he's still an adult.
But he's a man. He's over 18. Yeah,
he's a man. He can smoke. He can be in the army.
If he could join the army,
if he can join the army, you're a man.
You can go fight for this country.
Yeah, you have to be 21
possibly
to buy
be killed.
tobacco products.
Wait, you have to be 21 for cigarettes now?
Yeah, you have to be 21 to do like everything.
But you can go and fight. Makes no sense. But anywho, that's another episode.
It's funny. So this overbearing mother.
Yeah. So
they're everywhere.
We're not unfamiliar to that.
And I said to him, that's really funny because we have the same exact thing in the store. But these our brides that come in here are usually in their late 20s, 30s, and 40s, if not old. I mean, the older ones, obviously their moms aren't here, or coming with them most times. But it's just crazy.
I think we've all had like an overbearing mom story.
Oh God, yeah.
You know, and I have to say, as a wedding coordinator, doing what I do, the number, if not number one, the number two or very close second stressor for my couples are moms.
Oh, yeah.
Whether it's mother-in-law or mother, which is like fucking insane to me.
Yeah, it's crazy.
You know what I mean?
Some of them are so laid back, and then some of them are so over the top that you're just like, what is happening?
And they're
like, who's getting married here?
And they're like, more crazy. Like because remember when we used to sell like mother of the bride dresses in the shop?
The bridal shop, yeah. Which we
it
don't
wasn't
do
like
anymore.
they were like fucking annoying, the moms, but like whatever, you could deal with it. It's the moms whose daughters come in and buy the dress.
Yeah,
that are crazy. Have you ever had like a crazy mother of the bride experience, Leigha? I feel like as a manager, you probably, because it gets to you like the top.
There's honestly so many, but the first one that comes to my head is obviously this past weekend. It wasn't even my bride though, but going back to me falling in the store, the reason that I said that customer said that was because when she first came in with her daughter, the store was chaos this past weekend because it was so busy. It was back-to-back appointments. Every single stylist was taken. We were all over the place. It was pure chaos. And the store was already kind of like getting messy because everyone's pulling the dresses and everything. So this bride comes in with her mom and I think it was her sister. And immediately the three of them spread out and just start touching all the dresses.
Can't do that.
And
hear me out there. Can't do that.
No.
I so kindly went over to the mother and was like, I'm so sorry, we just asked that you don't touch the dresses, but if you want to see anything, like just let me know and I'm happy to pull it out for you. She looks at her daughter and goes, well, I just got yelled at. And she points to the younger daughter who was with the bride, and she goes, we're out of here, let's go. I thought the whole appointment was just like walking out on us.
Bye, bitch.
So, but then the bride stayed, and I was like walking around with the bride. I was like, I'm happy to walk around with you. We just ask that you don't touch the dresses because if you're pulling them, then a bead can rip, and the beads are strung by like a full string of beads. So if one rips, they're all coming out. And at some point, this dress could be someone's wedding dress.
This isn't Marshall's. Right?
No, I say that all the time. This is
Marshalls.
not
You
Macy's
cannot come in and just like no.
Yeah. So let's say also too, some people are very understanding. Like when we tell them they get it, they're just like, oh, but we've had people like literally some lady, I said to her, I'm like, oh, if there's anything that this was like 2 years ago. So if there's anything that, you want to touch or, that you want to see, I'll be happy to take it out for you. And she was basically like saying that I said that she was dirty. And she's like, well, how am I supposed to see them? I was like, well, I can pull it out for you. And then she's like, well, I guess I'm just an asshole. And I was like,
she did say that. And then she walked out.
I was like, oh, so she walked out. That was in the summer.
Out. And
I was like, well, you are kind of.
They came back.
Yeah, they were.
Oh,
right.
wait. Yeah, I'll finish the whole story. But so they came back. But another time, another woman she came in immediately, doesn't even come up to the desk, just immediately goes over to the dresses, starts ripping through them. And then I said the same thing. It's always the same thing I say. I don't change the tone. Nothing changes. I always say the same freaking thing. And she flipped out, was literally cursing me out, cursing me out, saying I called her dirty. I called her like I'm calling her trash. She was like, you just lost a customer. We're never coming. They weren't even a customer to begin with. They just walked in and had a question, but don't even come up to the desk to ask me the question. You're just touching all the dresses. So whatever. So anyway, the appointment started. The mom came back in. It wasn't my bride. So I was just kind of there, and I helped the bride pull some dresses at first because I obviously was walking through the whole store with her.
Right.
And then, so they were here about 4 hours, trying on every dress in the store.
Okay.
And so at that point, you have 90 minutes for your appointment. Sometimes they could go to 2 hours, but at that point, 2 hours, another customer is coming in and we need to take that space. So we moved them over to another section that wasn't like one of the main fitting areas. So they're up there and I'm like walking around trying to find dresses, whatever. And because everyone is going around and pulling these dresses, all the tulle is hanging out from underneath. So obviously I slipped on the tulle, fell right on my butt. My bride was like watching from afar. She was like, oh my God, you can hear everyone gasp. And I'm like, it's fine. Like, it's okay. Like, I'm not hurt. But that mom comes over to me and she's like, and you yelled at me before.
Not her coming to karma you.
I actually witnessed the whole thing. I was there.
And I wanted to be like,
watch the
but I
camera?
wasn't
This
being
is
nasty.
why.
That is why I tell you not to touch it. That's one of the reasons. There's many reasons why you shouldn't be touching thousands of dollars of dresses. I literally just laughed it off.
She really didn't
because
say
I was
anything.
just like, if I said something, it was going to be nasty. Because
People are out of their goddamn minds.
And I feel like to put all of this into perspective,
Out of their freaking minds.
we have reasons not to touch the dresses. When it's such a busy day, we want to keep the store looking as nice as possible because you don't want to walk into a dirty store where it's all a shamble.
Exactly.
Because you want that beautiful, nice, luxurious experience.
Yeah.
And also, Leigha is so nice to these people. It is crazy.
oh, thank you.
Like the
God
way
bless you.
she keeps
I don't think I was
her
ever that nice.
tone. She keeps her tone so nice. I'm like, how you can't even.
It's a gift.
know.
It is
Patience.
a gift.
It's a gift.
That's why she's the manager.
Yeah.
When shit hits the fan, she
part
can
of me
handle it.
also wanted to tell her too, like, that's why I couldn't say anything because I was so heated in that moment and just like flustered because obviously I just fell and you literally got up to tell me and you told me not to touch the dresses before, like almost like see what happens.
That's
and I'm
disgusting.
like,
She's
okay,
trash.
whatever.
Trash,
so
trash.
I was really like, it really threw me off. I was like, I don't know what's happening today, but the fact that
insane.
someone could come in here and talk to me like that, but also not for nothing, let's just say, like, I was any other stylist. Like, I don't make the rules here. I enforce them.
I make the rules.
Exactly. But if let's just say, like, if one of the other
God makes
girls,
the rules, okay.
if the girls are afraid to
Not those
talk to
rules.
these people because they're going to get cursed out every time, they're not going to want to do it. And
Right.
then it's like, we're going to walk in and be like, well, why didn't you tell these customers not to touch these dresses? Like,
Right.
if we're not doing what the store policies are, then our job is on the line. So just respect the fact that I'm asking you not to touch the dresses. Like, you're in our store at this point, and just move on. Like, okay, let me pull dresses for you. I wasn't like, don't touch the dresses, you're dirty. I was like, if you want to see something, let me know and I'll pull it out for you. Something catches your eye. But you can't, there's 600 dresses here. You can't just like go in and just start ripping them apart.
There's a method to the madness.
I didn't
There
say
really
your
is a
hands are
method to the
dirty. I didn't
madness.
call you dirty. I didn't call you trash. Like, let's stop jumping to conclusions and jumping to those assumptions. I'm just asking you to keep our store clean.
Period.
Yeah. And you know, I gotta say, so recently I've acquired this fan club that I guess keeps coming to the store of 12-year-old little girls.
Yeah, she did.
Who keep looking for their friend who works here. I did not know I was their friend. So many moons ago, they came in like one random evening, probably like a 3:30, 4 o'clock on a random weekday. This gaggle of like 11-year-old girls. One is on crutches.
Maybe they just came from Sephora. Continue.
Maybe. I was a Sephora kid, I can't lie. But anyways, so maybe we'll touch on that. That's side note. So these girls come on in, and I was like, hey, can I like help you children with anything? And they're like, we just wanted to take a look around. And there's this one girl on crutches. She starts screaming at the other girls, do not touch anything.
She already knew.
Like,
Give
going
her a
nuts.
job.
And I literally said to her, I was like, wow. I was like, you know a lot better than the adults. We should have you as like our dress bodyguard. And
That's
they
great.
were like, adults don't know that? Literally said, I swear I'm not even
crazy.
Just
fabricating
get
this.
this like sense of entitlement. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and they
Was it
They're
Set My
almost
Tired
like-
last week about people not knowing, having like common
you're
sense?
Yeah.
tired,
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
I always
They come in here and act like because they're shopping, they're entitled to touch
Yeah.
everything, and
Yeah.
that's just not the case. I try to compare it
Like,
to
it's not
other
Marshalls.
stores.
It really isn't.
Like if you're going in and having maybe your hair cut, you don't go and touch all of your stylist tools.
I think that, please. I think it's just like it's. God, when Scarlett gets married, I hope I'm not like that. But I probably will be an overbearing mom, to come to think of it. But not like a twat, you know, like coming into the store and being like nasty.
Yeah. I always think, like, what possesses them
I don't know.
to, you know what I mean? Like, is it a protection thing? Is it wanting to make sure your kid is making the right decision? Like, what is it?
I don't know. Maybe they're just like
Honestly,
insecure.
I really don't know because there are even some things.
Because
my
I
mother
would love to
says.
find some logic in it.
Maybe they're insecure, you know? Like these women, they're older, obviously, like mothers are older. They come in, you know, and like they have like
Maybe they have regrets in
they-
life.
Yeah, they like they have their daughter's getting married, they could put a dress on, like they're young. I don't know. Like it just
We were just in the nail place, and there was a decent amount of people. It wasn't packed, but there was a decent amount of people in there. And this is the thing: it all starts with the parents and the children. So, however your parents are with you, bringing you up, is the way that your children will be with other people. Right. And they walked in, and there was a decent amount of people in there, and there were two girls, maybe 13 and 11 maybe, and she said, "Well, can they sit together?" There clearly was no seats where they could sit together. And they shuffled everything. I don't know if you noticed.
No,
they
I had my
there was a lot of
AirPods in.
commotion going on to shuffle everybody around to have these two children, who were not really children, they were teenagers and preteens, sit next to each other. But mind you, let me just say this. After the shuffle and chaos calmed down and these kids got seated,
Wow, I missed this whole thing.
these kids said 0 words to each other the entire
yeah, they're
time.
probably on their phones.
Well, they weren't, because they were getting their nails
Wow.
done. But 0 words. So you did this whole thing to have everyone in the nail place move, but then your kids didn't even talk to each other. Like, what are you teaching your kids? That I can walk in and everyone is going to do what I say, and I'm going to inconvenience an entire nail salon of people to have 2 grown children, really. I mean, not grown, but, and the thing is that she stood in between both the kids.
Yeah.
And I'm like, lady,
I guess
back
it's just
up.
like, yeah, you have
sit down, relax, let your kids get their nails done.
Yeah.
Like, Sydney was in there, and I was just like, go ahead. So,
I think it's kind of like you have to be a good role model for your kids. You know what I mean? Like this woman who came in here like that, like I'm sure the daughter when she grows up will be a little, nasty. So, which leads me to my next topic that I want to talk about: women over 40 and dressing. Okay, Curinne,
I'm over 40.
I want to talk about you and your Instagram, your personal Instagram. I know are you public?
Yes.
I think you're public,
she's
right?
public.
Yeah, and
Oh, I'm
you
public.
do these really great. I love them. I love seeing them because I always like screenshot and be like, "I'm taking this outfit, bring it in next
I
week."
do enjoy your outfit videos. I won't lie.
And your little
I'm like,
shimmies.
wow, I saw that outfit.
I'm always like, whatever. Yeah.
Well,
I saw that outfit.
so
I lived
woman
it.
over 40 and dressing. Now, do you? I guess maybe more so the other store, but do you feel like when women come into the other store, or maybe even here, like an older bride that are maybe like closer to 50? Do you think that you think it's harder to dress them, or it's harder to?
I think that women of a certain age, if they weren't, I think that some women give up and they're just like, I'm plus size and I have to cover everything up. And I think that women that are plus size and of a certain age don't realize that by covering yourself up, that you are making yourself look bigger. So listen, you can wear a really nice wide leg jean, which is great because it's like super in style right now, but pair it with maybe like a fitted top.
Right.
Don't put an oversized sweater like as a plus size woman. And listen, they always say, and I know I'm going to get a lot of shit for this, but there's no like rules as to like what you can wear. But I feel like that generation of like Gen Xers and boomers and things like that are like, no, I need to go by the rules.
Right.
And the thing is that they won't bend the rules at all because they feel like this looks great on them. And I see them in the store in Port Jeff and come in here and they're like, oh my God, I can't wear that. I'm like, but you look the best you've ever looked by putting this on.
Right.
Yeah.
And they're just like, oh my God, no, my stomach's sticking out. Or this one lady I had, she had on something I was wearing. But similar. Like I had like a wide leg pant on and like a tighter, like because we wear black. and I had a wide leg pant on and like a tighter top, and she was like, oh my God, I can never wear this. Well, and she went into like this whole spiel, and I was like, I'm wearing the outfit that you are literally just ripping to shreds.
Yeah.
Right.
You're like, we could both look hot right now.
Yeah, and it's
could both
funny
do
because
it.
she put it on and she was a lot smaller than me, and I was just like, and you look fabulous. And then she put on some like oversized top, and she's like, this is so much better. And I was like, and now you look frumpy.
And now you look like Frumpadon.
I feel like they get afraid. They're like, oh my gosh, this is too young for me.
Well, that happens with age. Like people, like when you're older, I think you automatically think that.
But
you know
I think that people don't realize that in your 40s, you are like almost like when you get into your 40s, I feel like you're the best version of yourself. Me and Leigha have discussed this. Like you get this like, but maybe some women don't get that. Like they don't feel like the best version of themselves. I just feel like, I don't know. Like I just know a lot of people and I'm like, did you give up? Like what happened there?
Yeah.
Right.
Like I don't understand what's going on. Like why are you wearing that? I don't get
I'll
it.
never forget. This was like
hot.
a while ago. I had like an older bride come in, like she was in her 50s. She's like, oh God. She's like, I don't know what I'm gonna wear. Everything's so young. Like I'm like, what does that mean? Like it doesn't matter, you know. And then add the fact that they're a little curvier, plus size to it. It just adds a whole nother layer.
All of
you know
my
what I mean?
older brides that come in, like I'll be pulling the same things for them that I pull for everybody else, because it doesn't really matter the style that you're putting on. Like yes, in a way it does. Like you're, you know, maybe you don't want to look like a fresh princess for your wedding day as an older bride, but that goes into like your venue and all that other stuff too. But I'll pull some things for them. They're like, you expect me to put that on? And I'm like, yes, put it on. Like try it, because you don't know. If it's too young, it's too young. And then they always ask, they're like, well, what do brides my age wear? And I'm like, anything
Whatever
you
you
want.
want.
They were young at once too. Like I don't understand that. It's like really age is nothing, but it truly is.
It's a big issue. It's a huge issue, and I just feel like, you know, I make the videos on Instagram, and I know that the younger generation is not looking at them, although there are quite a few of older influencers that I watch that I'm just like, they have at least 10, 15 years on me. And I'm like, you're fabulous. Like, I just think they're amazing. So I feel like maybe, I know there's millions of influencers. I'm not trying to be like that. But I just feel like maybe if a couple of people see it and they'll just be like, oh my God, like, that's a really cute outfit. Why didn't I think to wear something like that?
Me.
Well, there you go.
Right.
So like I'm okay with that. And I will say I have like a couple of the ones where I wore like the long line bra and I'm like literally changing in front of the camera.
Yeah.
But I'm like,
Good for you.
It's
I
a
loved it.
body. Like I'm not uncomfortable. You're uncomfortable. Like I have nothing to worry about.
Yeah.
Like this is my body. I'm okay with it.
That's why all those people commenting and shit, like you're not comfortable.
Right.
Like, they
it has
are not
nothing
the
to do with
comfortable
me.
ones.
Like the people that are like talk about like, you know, my uneven boobs.
Not the boobs.
I didn't know
Well,
their
like-
tits were so symmetrical.
Apparently.
Show me a pair of
Or
symmetrical
like I need
tits.
to like
I'd love
like
to see
cover
their
myself
yitties.
up. I'm never gonna do that. So you
No.
can stop commenting.
No.
It's
I feel like
never
they
gonna
need to
happen.
tap into
Never.
that energy. You know?
Yeah, you're-
Like, I don't know what that energy is.
BDE, Corinne.
What's BDE?
Yeah. Big dick energy.
Big dick energy. That's you.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
It
you
is
gotta
you.
tap into your big
Is
dick.
it?
100%.
No, it's not.
No, it 100% is. You definitely have BDE.
Yeah.
BDE.
Really?
You have to know, like, I'm that girl.
100%.
Yeah.
You don't give a shit. Yes.
Yeah, and
No,
I
I
feel
don't
like when
care.
you don't have that
I don't care.
girl
And
energy,
let me tell you, I wasn't like that when I was younger. So in school
that's why
I
when
was
you get
not
older-
like that. I was like, I was never like, I'm just going to kind of like sit back and just let everyone do their thing. I was never that girl to step forward. Not that I didn't want to, but I
That's
just
what you're
didn't.
saying. When you
I didn't have to.
get older, like you come into your own, and it's like the best time it's like you say, it's like your prime, because
Yeah.
it's like, well, we don't give a shit anymore. You know.
I don't care. And I
Truly.
love it. It's like the best.
Speaking of comments, I saw that Maggie Sotero.
oh gosh.
That Maggie
Let's get into
Sotero post. What the frig was that?
And it's gone now.
And it's gone now. Which
gone.
I'm
My
so
jaw
upset
dropped.
because I would
My
love.
jaw dropped when I saw it.
Let me just say, go ahead, finish your thought.
No, but I would love for it to still be up, because I would literally print a copy right now and put it to the camera and show
Yeah.
everybody. So you gotta explain it though. So explain it, and then like people went off on them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a lot
And
of
I think we
comments.
all have very
Shameful.
strong issues about what the deal was. Nobody went off in a disrespectful way. Let me just say that. So what had happened was they posted a video, and it was basically like
the different ways your stylist will clip you for your appointment to
Right.
make the dress fit, because there's
Perfect.
only a certain amount of samples, and you're not going to have every size and every style.
Fair, fine, whatever.
fair, which understandable.
Go to Irene.
And that's okay. But yes,
That's why you should come to Every Maid, because our plus size shop.
So
mid-sized woman, we can fit you, and it'll be fabulous. Best experience of your life. Anyway, go ahead.
shameless. So in this video, the first part of the video, they showed the apron method. If nobody knows what the apron method is, I will actually let Leigha explain it, because she's much better explaining things than I am.
Jeez.
Yeah.
So the apron method is basically when you can't fit into the dress, and I'm talking like you can't even put your legs into the dress because
Yes.
it's so small. They would basically clip the dress to the front of your body and use elastic to just hold it up to you. So you imagine what it would look like when it's on your body.
Yeah,
But
just imagine how that would
I
look.
can't even imagine putting a size 2 up to my body, because you would just see my body around it.
Right,
And it would just
exactly.
be like holding literally like a little
Yeah.
baby napkin.
It's
in
like
front
wearing
of
one
me.
of those t-shirts with the bikini bodies
Here's
on
the
it.
thing. There was a couple of things about this video. My
So
first
funny.
thought was what Leigha just said. If you are, let's say, a size 20 and you're holding up a dress that's a size 8 in front of you, you are going to see your body on the outside. So when they pinned this dress to the dress form, the dress went side seam to side seam, which in reality would not happen
because
if the
that
dress
just
was
fit the
smaller.
dress form.
Exactly, because it wasn't. Because if it fit side seam to side seam on you, chances are it's going to fit around you. So that was the first thing that I was like, you've got to be kidding me. The second thing was the apron method is so out of touch
with reality.
with reality. It's unbelievable. And I was actually upset, because this designer is one that I respect actually very highly, very much. I love all their gowns. I had 2 of their gowns for my wedding. And I was just like, I don't want to burn a bridge here, but wow.
Yeah.
This is a joke, right?
It's very insensitive, actually.
It was very insensitive. So, in true Curinne fashion, I decided to post about
right.
it.
What did you say exactly? Because
So-
I didn't see what you wrote.
Because my memory sucks. We discussed this in the beginning.
I wish we screenshotted this.
We really should have screenshot it, but in the simplest terms, I basically said it was very disheartening. This is a huge no-no in this day and age. This is humiliating, and it's not something that
As a plus-size bridal shop owner.
as a plus size bridal shop owner, I'm really upset that you guys would even show something like this.
Yeah.
And Maggie came back with, now again,
We
mind
don't
you,
have the
there was
exact
not
verbiage.
a lot of there wasn't a lot of comments. There were maybe like 60 total on the entire post, but I would say a decent amount of them were either plus size people or women saying this is a no-no. Like, you just
they were
don't
like,
do this.
Oh God, the apron method.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
like,
the
not,
apron
the,
method.
not the apron method.
Just encouraging other shops to do this
Yes.
method that is so ineffective.
Yeah.
Is out
And-
of this world.
Exactly.
How about make
So-
dresses that are? How about design
So here's the
dresses
thing.
bigger?
They're talking about, in their response to a couple of different people, we did kind of like graze through. They talked about sustainability, and not having like bridal shops, not purchasing, like, obviously can't do they can't
Yeah,
have a dress for
purchasing
every single size.
The multiple
But
samples to
not
stay
for nothing,
sustainable.
I have to say, you're worried about sustainability, but yet we all have minimums that are outrageous. And like small stores that are like, let's say 3,000 square feet should not be required to buy the same as a store that's, let's say, 10,000 square feet.
Yeah.
Or, so you want to talk about sustainability? Well, maybe it's time to actually put your money where your mouth is. Like, I'm sorry. I just
Yeah.
feel like, don't talk about sustainability and then tell us that you need to buy minimums that you know full well.
So do people
a lot of
know
stores
of the
can't
So
do.
do people
Samples.
know about that in the comments? I'm sure they didn't. They're talking about sustainability for that. Well,
Right. Well, they're talking about like,
Start from the bottom.
like these
No.
stores can't
You
buy
didn't even-
every size.
You didn't even really say what they said back to your comments.
So
though.
they said that they do it, that master stylists have been doing this for a very long time. And it's something that is, what was the word they used?
What's a master stylist?
I have no idea.
And also
You go to
master
college for
stylists
that?
who
No.
particularly, I'm sure, only
Well,
deal
I
with
guess-
straight sizes.
Well, that is a big thing
Yeah,
too.
so-
I mean, I don't know how. I mean, listen, they are inclusive. Like, we're not going to say that they're not
Yeah.
inclusive. They are inclusive. I don't know. I guess these are like people that went to school for sewing. I don't know what a master bridal stylist
it's
is.
me.
There's
I was going to say, Leigha's our master stylist.
Yeah,
as
but
well.
even if you go to school for sewing, how does that make you a
It doesn't.
master bridal stylist?
doesn't.
Like,
I
you know
guess-
what's going to
I
make you a
guess
master
maybe-
bridal stylist? Being out in the field and doing the work.
For many
seeing
years,
the
I
people,
guess.
seeing different sizes. That's what's going to make you a master stylist.
Yeah.
So the fact that they did this again just shows me that they're a little out of touch with reality. And I was upset. Like, I wasn't mad. I was like upset. So then
You were disappointed in that.
I was disappointed. And then they said that it's what did they say?
They somehow or another peppered in talking about how they understand, like, something about brides with mobility issues.
So they basically compared
And they
being plus
appreciated how
size
you have, like,
to
a
being
plus-size
disabled. And then I just was like,
Well, I don't get
I am
that.
so
What
off.
are they trying to say there? Like
to say
mobility,
like, well, you would have to clip the dress to someone that had mobility issues.
like in a wheelchair?
Yes. So how is that the same? I don't understand. Like I really just didn't understand the response that I received. And then by
was
the
very
time
confusing.
I was like, I can sit down and really give it to them.
Yeah.
The best
really
way to
just-
say it. The post was gone.
Interesting.
The whole
Disappeared.
thing disappeared. It
world.
was off the
Well.
internet. It was gone, and I'm really happy that it is because
That's
and I did say in my response that they need to do better.
Yeah, it just
And they
feels
do.
like whoever created that video, like I don't know if it necessarily represents this designer as a whole.
It doesn't.
But maybe the person who created it, it just shows how closed-minded they are, that like you can't even think and put yourself in the person's shoes who maybe is plus size and then has to go into a store and be basically elasticed to this dress.
It's
and
humiliating.
how humiliating is that?
It's so
No,
degrading.
First of all,
It's
you're right.
humiliating.
If it fit, like seemed to, it would fit you if it can fit seam to
If
seam.
it fits seam to seam, it would fit around you.
So if you want to show the like
should
that's
anyway.
mortifying.
It is.
because that's how
It
it's
really
it's
is.
basically half your size. Like, did you ever go into you go into a department store like Torrid or whatever,
Yeah.
and you go up and you're like, oh, let me look at these pair of jeans. What's the first thing you do? Let me hold them up against myself. If the jeans only come like covering your belly button,
Right.
chances are you're not getting them over your
Right.
thighs.
Yeah.
Like so, like it was just I don't know. Like the whole thing just seemed. Just
What a
very
peculiar-
antiquated.
Yeah.
It was like, wow, my back in like 1980. Like what
That's
is
just a
going on
weird. That's a
here?
weird post for them to put. Like you could have done so many other things, but you're gonna post a method.
So then
Yeah, it was very bizarre. I don't really know why they did it.
I want to just bring up on the other side of the argument, though, like if I'm putting myself in their shoes, what if a bride wants to come into a store and she points out a dress that is a size 2 and she's maybe even a size 12, 14? I guess Maggie may be thinking like, oh, well, this is the only way that they're going to be able to do that. But I don't understand why people are still stuck in this backwards shopping frame of mind where it's like, okay, we're going to bring in the smaller samples instead of bringing in the bigger samples that are like, okay, everyone can try these on.
Right. It's something that really needs to be addressed across the board, and I do understand it because we are really a mid-size to plus-size store. So
Yes.
we bring in those bigger samples so everyone can try them on. But if you are just a standard size, like they do cater to everyone, they just don't have a huge selection for plus size.
Right.
I don't know. Like Leah said, like it just makes sense to bring the bigger size. But you know what? If you don't want to, that's okay. I mean, I'm okay with being.
Well, one of the comments I saw on there
taking
was a
the
girl.
The number one plus size boutique in New York.
Of course.
Well, there was a girl in the comments, and she mentioned that she works at a bridal salon. And she was like, we have, I think, 4 or 5 sizes in every single dress, which is a lot. I feel like that's a lot to
well,
bring in
that
for any
goes
owner.
back to the sustainability thing.
Yeah, but it was very interesting. She was like, I think she said we have a 4, 6,
Yes.
10, and 24,
I used
or
to
something
work at
like
a store
that.
like
Who's a
that.
fucking size 4?
There are lots of people.
What?
But here's the thing: why do you need the 4? And they had a 4 and an 8. Why do you
Yeah,
need a
something
4 and
like
an
that.
8? Get the 8
Exactly.
and clip the 4. Like I don't understand.
Right.
We
Yeah.
get a 28 and then we clip the 24s. Like I don't
Yeah.
understand this
Wait,
mentality.
can I say I worked in a store like that at one point, and
Very confusing.
the biggest size that they had multiple sizes. The biggest size that they carried was a 16.
Out of this world. Get out.
And most
Which-
of the dresses would only come in this, like in the maybe 4 and 8 and 12.
Yeah.
I mean, listen,
crazy,
it's
man.
it's a sad fact of this world. It's a sad fact for plus size women when they go shopping for clothes. You know, it's
Yeah.
It's really sad. There's no other way to describe it. Like I told them, it's disheartening. It's,
Now, would you say anything to because I guess our sales guy doesn't have anything to
So
do with
this,
it, right?
so my wonderful sales rep has left, which probably just in time because that I would not have been happy. We do have new sales reps right now, so I don't know how that. I haven't met anybody, so I don't know. And I honestly, at this point, I'll be honest, I don't know what I'm going to do moving forward because it really bothered me. Like, it really bothered me.
Is there any way could we like write in? Like, can we do something? Like, what can we do?
I mean, listen, when you think about it, we're like a blip in their billion-dollar industry.
Really
we're a blip. So I don't know if there's necessarily anything that we can do about that.
Yep.
They're
Except
like
continue what we are already doing, I think.
I wish we could
if they don't
which is pave
support
the way.
the modern day plus size woman, then I don't necessarily know how that works into my business model for me. Like, I don't know if I have a place for something like that.
Right.
That's what I'm,
I get it.
Like, I wouldn't bring in a designer that didn't go up to we talked about this in the Curvy Godmother. Like, you go, I go up to an 18. That's great. What am I going to do with that? Like, I have all plus size. So now I have to alienate more than half of my brides. Like,
Right, because remember, bridal runs very small. Like, bridal runs small. So
Yes.
if you're an 18 bridal, you're what? What do you like?
22.
Yeah.
like a 22.
And how hard
If you're an 18
If
regular,
then you're like
okay.
a 14,
16.
Which is crazy.
And you have to think about how hard that conversation would be. Like, say you had one designer that only goes up to like 18 or 22 or what have you, and then there's all these beautiful dresses peppered in, and a bride's like, oh my gosh, I want to try that, and it's like,
course.
oh no, this designer doesn't go up, so you're banned from all of these dresses, but you can try the rest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even if it's just a small selection, I feel like imagine the conversation you would have to have.
Listen, there are brides that come in here that are over a 30, 32. And,
Yes.
it's the thing is that these designers aren't going up to that size. Most of them are going to like about 28s. Yeah. And, that is a conversation that you have to have with the bride sometimes. And, these at the end of the day, these girls are not unaware of the situation. Like, they know what they're walking into. Like, they get it.
Yeah.
But it shouldn't have to be like that.
But it also breaks my heart when I have to go over and say, oh, this dress like that you really want to try on, it's not going to come in the size.
Right.
We can always say like, we
try
can
to
put a
pull them.
corset in. We try to pull only dresses that we know for a fact that we can order and it'll be in their size. It's going to zip up. But sometimes, when they are going through and you're walking around the store with them, they're like, I want to try this on. And we're like, it breaks my heart.
You don't want to make anybody feel bad.
No.
So,
because if someone ever said that to me, like, oh, well, this dress won't come in your size, I think it would shatter me.
Right.
Honestly.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Speaking of heartbreaking and shattering, and I don't want to talk about this, but I guess I'm going to have to talk about it because when you told me about it, Curinne, I like fucking really lost it. But Gianna's, you guys posted a reel with your daughter, my daughter's babysitter on it. Now I'm pissed.
Gianna's a woman of many jobs.
Super Bowl.
many talents, apparently.
It was when a Curvy girl gets dressed for a Super Bowl party?
Yeah, it was it was like a Curvy girl goes to a Super Bowl party.
Let's just say
she's quite literally wearing leggings and a cropped hoodie.
Yeah. So let's
That's
just
all
talk about
what
something
any
casual,
18-year-old
cute.
girl would wear.
Yeah.
So 31. No, we had. Did we turn the? I don't know. Whatever. So there was a bunch of comments on that.
I like to keep the comments on because I feel like it's like a public shaming board.
This one,
you did write that. That's your digital.
One person wrote neither team, LOL. And so the other person wrote, "Please cover your fupa. It's not cute." And this person, let's take a look at them. Looks like she just crawled out of a trailer park.
I will say the woman who commented about the team, she comments on all our stuff and she loves us.
I just
so we'll give her a pass.
Like that. I don't know. That really
She was probably legitimately talking about the teams.
Oh, she is.
God bless you,
She was
Curinne.
not happy about the 49ers or the Chiefs.
Because if that was my fucking kid and I saw those nasty ass comments up there, I don't give a shit if they think. Listen, I can't even talk about it because I'm getting so fucking angry right now. You know what I mean?
I know. So I'll say.
Yeah, go ahead. Say it.
Lots of things have been written about me on the post, and I am just like, whatever, and we laugh it off, and some of them I respond to because they're funny. And then
just outrageous and
this
ridiculous.
one though, threw me, and I think it's because Gianna doesn't usually get any kind of hate. Like me, like every once in a blue moon they'll say something like, oh, I don't like the dress, or like whatever. this was this one hit hard.
Mean.
They were like coming at her.
Yeah, they
It
were
was
coming at her,
crazy.
and I have to say, I got a little like, what the hell?
Oh,
is
I would-
going
if
on?
that was my
and I
fucking kid, I
really
would've
wanted
lit
to
the place
go
on fire.
into the comments and say something, but at the end of the day, you know, it's funny because Gianna said to me, I didn't see it, so I have the notifications off on my phone, so I'm usually on my own page. So Gianna came to me and was like, you know, Mom, maybe you shouldn't look at it. And I was like, were you there with us?
Oh my
I think
God.
I was when we were.
I think
in
yeah.
the
She was
office.
like
That's
she
even
was like
worse.
don't look at it. And I was
Yeah.
like, why? Like, and I thought, how bad could it be?
Yeah.
And then I went home and I was like, oh my God, like wow,
know what?
these whores.
It's so crazy.
They are
'cause
whores.
It's like
terrible.
And not in a good way either.
Or like
It's so bad.
just mean.
wow, she's a young girl.
I know.
But
I was sitting
how
at
bored.
I was sitting at my Valentine's Day dinner, and I do get the notifications. They pop up on my phone, and I kept seeing them one by one by one. Here I am on my nice dinner date, and I'm like, can you fucking believe these assholes?
Man.
I'm like showing Justin all these like fucking mean
terrible.
comments. I'm like, how dare anyone say anything like that about anybody? I don't care
Yeah.
if you don't know them. I don't care who they are. It's uncalled for.
Well, let me speak to this too. I have to say, a lot of these people are coming from Facebook, and that is like, Facebook
Facebook,
is
folks.
bitter land.
Bitter
It
land.
is
It
bitter,
is.
bitter
Nobody's
land.
happy on Facebook.
one's happy.
Nobody's
I've
happy
never
on Facebook.
seen a single
like you
person.
literally go to Facebook to bitch.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like
it.
That's
from the
what
beginning
everyone
of the
likes to
whole
say.
it was like
They go,
"Man,
I'm going to
having a bad
Facebook for
day."
this. Wait
Yeah.
till I decimate you on
And
Facebook.
not to say that there isn't hate on Instagram, because there
Yeah.
is 100% Instagram hate, but we don't really get the hate from Instagram. We usually get nothing but love, and we have loyal followers, and they comment like you were saying.
Yeah.
And that's amazing. But when I see hate and I see who's writing it, I'm like, this woman is not on Instagram. She's from Facebook,
yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
It's like their
Yeah.
old granny
comments,
photos.
you know?
Yeah,
I mean,
they're
Yeah, Facebook is made up of all the
And it's
old
all
family
women.
members that you don't want to talk to anymore, but you feel obligated to stay friends with them.
This person.
I don't even go on Facebook, so I'm
Even
sorry,
comments
Facebook.
on like my own like
Kimberly-
wedding posts and stuff.
Don't say the names.
Well, you know what I do? This is a side note.
This fucking twat, okay? So she wrote, this is not curvy. I wish people would stop twisting this. This is overweight bordering on obese. All we are showing is a fucking outfit, Kim. My God. All we are showing is an outfit.
Come on,
Off the
Kim.
charts.
First off,
Off the charts.
Oh, my phone
First
died.
off, this
Every mic is picking
like
it up.
I mean like look at this look at this person who commented this. Like holy
Wait, okay.
I
mother
know, like
of
fix your
God.
hairdo first before you want to comment.
Like
on
you want
someone's
to
outfit.
go you want to go for a little girl like
Maybe-
Also, she's not skinny, by the way.
we could go right to you. No,
By
she's
the
not.
way.
She's
never
insecure.
good skinny
She
broad.
could
Just
never.
say,
People like
maybe it's her husband commenting.
people would never like that's. It's just their own insecurities. That's their own insecurities. You know what I mean? It's just absolutely insane, and that really fucking triggered me. Let me tell you something.
It is triggering.
Like I don't even want to talk about it anymore, to be honest. So
I
on to
mean,
our next segment, thick and tired. That's how
moving
mad
on.
I am about it.
I know.
Wait,
Because
hold on,
like okay,
pause.
first of all, like no one like we're not like it's an outfit. It's an outfit, folks. And
I know.
if a girl that was skinnier got up
Okay.
there and did it, would you say anything about that? No.
Let me just say
Nasty.
something. This goes back to what I was talking about before. All these women that are commenting on these
Yeah.
reels are older women who are not
Yes.
comfortable
Right.
with people's
Exactly.
bodies,
They're
whether
not
it be
comfortable in their own
skinny,
skin. They
fat,
have their own
obese,
issues.
curvy, chubby, whatever the hell
Yeah.
you want to call it.
Right. Yeah.
They are not comfortable, and they are literally projecting their insecurities onto these beautiful young
100%.
girls. My daughter is a beautiful young
Beautiful.
woman, and if
More
she
mature than
feels
any of you out there.
comfortable, and why do you care?
Why do you care?
It's her body.
It's because
She's
they would
comfortable.
never. It's because they would never, and they are projecting
Well,
their
too
own
bad.
Like,
insecurities
keep
on
it
it.
to yourself.
That's crazy.
Go cry.
Yeah, man.
Go
Don't
cry
let me see
somewhere
you in the
else.
streets. That's
You know
all
what
I'm
I
gonna
mean?
say.
Sad.
Anyway, thick and tired. I'm gonna
So
start with me.
sad. Well,
I can't even talk about it anymore. That's how angry I am. Anyway, thick.
What are you thick and tired of?
I am thick on spring, baby. I can't wait to not wear socks anymore.
Okay, Punxsutawney Phil.
Yeah.
You know what I
shit,
mean?
yes.
I can't wait to not wear socks and just put flip flops on, go out and feel the warm breeze between my toes. That is what I am thick on. What I am tired on is my motherfucking nails. Look at these stubs right now.
you gotta get gel.
I
powder or
get gel. I get gel and I get powder gel.
so
I have a
angry.
thyroid issue. My
does that have
thyroid
to do
issue
with
means
gel?
my nails are very brittle and my eyebrows are very thin.
Oh.
That's why I get powder. But every time I get my nails done, they always crack. When
Your eyebrows
one,
look great.
Eyebrows look great.
they're powder browed.
They're
hell does
what?
that mean?
Powder brows. My eyebrows really stop here. Like I look like a
Do
goddamn.
you use those stamps?
No, I get.
Do you look like you're
listen,
angry
listen.
all the
I get. No, because I got Botox. So listen to me. Listen, bitches. Whenever I get my nails done, if one chips, I then have to peel the rest off. So look what we're working with here. See these? They're all
don't
dented
care.
in. I need someone to give me a manicure, and I need it to last for a year.
Let me
'Cause
see
I
these.
don't want to go get my nails.
Let me see these nails.
They hurt so bad.
These nubs.
The woman that do my nails are like, oh, baby nails. I'm like, yeah, bitch.
Baby nails.
Baby nails, because I have little baby nail beds. Anyway, that's my thick and my tired. Gia?
Well, I was gonna say I once went to a nail salon and they literally are filing it and they go, your nails are literally no good.
No good.
I was like,
no good.
I know.
I wish
took
I could
the
get a
vitamins,
manicure that
but
would last a
doesn't
year
work.
because I cannot sit. I can't. I
Can
don't
I-
have the time.
Can I ask a question
Yes.
calmly? Do you get like the dip?
I've
the
done
powder?
gel. I've done
Are they
powder
starting to
dip.
come in?
I've done
No.
tons of stuff,
Really?
and I can't get it right.
Wow.
This right here, that's
And you
still-
can't put tips on?
No, because I'm always like when I
But
work
make
on
them
weddings,
short.
and I got
I
scarlet.
actually have tips on.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't know. All right, fine. I'll let you know how
I know
that
what
goes.
it feels like to really
Yes.
not have great nails because, like, literally, I feel like I'm trying to like cut down on a lot of my spending, but the one thing that's a necessity to me is doing nails.
You need to get your nails
Absolutely.
done.
because it makes me feel good.
Yes.
When
I
I
feel
have
dirty.
no nails on, I just don't feel like me. I don't feel productive. I feel like actually ashamed
It makes you feel
sometimes.
I feel like a
girly and
dirty
feminine
rat.
and
if I don't have my nails done.
Yeah.
A dirty
well,
rat.
literally, I always, every week when I go into therapy, I'm like, I got my nails done. And she's like, I love how you just take care of yourself and always prioritize
Yeah.
getting your nails done. I'm like, I guess so.
Yeah.
But I'm like, was that really that big of an accomplishment?
Yeah.
It
The
does
first-
feel like a big accomplishment to go get my nails done because I
it's
feel
a big
great
thing.
after.
And if it makes you feel good, then you should do something that makes you feel good for yourself.
The first
for
thing-
yourself.
Justin always tells me to start cutting back on when we start talking about finances and what is expendable. It's always the nails. He's like, well, stop getting your nails done.
No.
I'm like, bitch, what?
Stop shaving your nuts.
That's
like what do you want me to
emotional.
do?
You wouldn't have a problem with that. Men don't care.
I
about
mean,
that.
I don't know. I know my husband does. Rob's like
Justin
very
would be
well-
like, oh, you're gonna make
wait,
me stop.
You know what? Sidetrack. Gia, what is your thick and tired?
This weekend I'm going to Florida. I'm literally going to be at JFK
Oh, wow.
at 5 in the morning. Yep.
Wow, I didn't know you were going to Florida.
Yeah, I got tickets like maybe three
you thick
and
on
a
Florida?
half.
Talking about it.
Yeah, 3.5.
I haven't been here. I
I
feel like
know,
I
I
haven't
feel
seen Gia.
I know. I feel like I really don't see you too often.
We're on opposite schedules.
I know we are, but yeah,
You thick on Florida?
I'm thick on the fact that I'm seeing my friend who I haven't seen since December.
Okay.
Because she moved down there with her girlfriend because her girlfriend's going to school, and we might go to Georgia
Oh,
because we're gonna try to go to
Oh God.
Yellow Deli, which is a
Oh,
deli.
I
That's
didn't know they had them down there.
They have them everywhere, which honestly, they're not the best place to go and support because they are a cult.
Oh God.
But I
Totally, I gotta
know.
look that up. Is there a documentary on that?
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
they're
No,
so
there
good.
are.
It's
They're-
an Oneonta
Are you
thing.
tired of Yellow Deli? So what's
No,
your thick
we
and tired?
love Yellow Deli.
We do love Yellow Deli. It's really unfortunate.
We're
They're
just-
so
yeah.
good, but they're so slow, and they have a lot of problems. I'll tell you all about it
All right,
later.
so
the
you're
cult.
thick on vacay,
yeah,
and you're tired.
I'm tired of the fact that my phone never has storage on it. I pay for storage. I don't have storage.
Maybe you need more RAM.
What?
I don't know.
I think we all
Like,
need
oh,
more
like-
RAM, Corinne.
Like,
Shit. Anyway,
That's another episode too.
I was
Get
gonna.
that-
Anyways,
get that. All right. Well,
Oh, I got that one.
Let's look at the
Leah,
apple.
what are you thick and tired on?
I'm thick on investing more time into my hobbies.
What hobbies?
Well, I started drawing again a lot more.
You're,
like
great. You're very talented, I must say.
Oh, thank
Yeah.
you.
Yep.
So now when I go home or like on my days off, like all I want to do is be drawing because it's just like a nice way to detach from everything and just sit there and do something that makes you feel good. And like when you get to finish something, like that feeling of accomplishment is great. And then I'm so fucking tired of my laundry. I feel like I'm
Ugh.
always doing laundry.
I do
every
so
day.
much laundry.
I feel like I'm always folding. I'm always doing
Always.
this shit.
Yep.
And I'm over. And I'm just one person. Like, I don't do Justin's laundry. But how. So I wake up in the morning. I have my gym clothes and I have my work clothes. And then I have my staying home, relaxing clothes. And then I have my sleep clothes. So that's 4 outfits a day. And I'm so sick of it. Like, I have to do laundry every couple days.
Right.
And then the towels and all the other things. And like the bed sheets. Like, it never ends.
Never
I'm
ends.
so sick of it. I'm scared to have kids.
You should be. It's
That's a
horrifying.
lot of laundry.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna
no.
lie.
I'm over it.
Corinne Infantilino Plizzi, what's your thick and tired of this week?
So mine's like a double. Like I'm thick and tired. So
Always a double.
Always a double.
Fired.
Oh yeah, that's right. I did it
Corinne's
last
always
week, too.
tired.
Always
Fired.
really
Corinne,
tired.
what's your fired of the week?
So my birthday, we talked about that before, was on Saturday.
Yep.
But like getting old, like it's great. It's my birthday. It's like so exciting. But like I just couldn't. My tires that I just couldn't get into it this year. I was like in a bit of a funk. Yeah. And then the day after my birthday, I think I woke up with like bursitis in my elbow. I had hot flashes.
What does that
What's
mean?
bursitis?
I don't know. You have to look it
sounds
up.
like
Is that what
a
you get
rare
when you-
disease that you get
It's
from
like
the Amazon
I think
jungle.
it's like fluid in your. I don't know. It like gets in your joints, and I don't know. It's like an older.
How did you find out about it?
older
Because my
person
elbow
ailment.
hurt, and then I was like, I probably
So
have
you
bursitis.
Googled it and you're like, oh, bursitis, or is this something that you just knew?
No,
'Cause I didn't
people
learn about that in
actually
school.
get bursitis. It's like a common thing.
Bursitis?
Bursitis. Look it up. You
Burr
have
or
a
burr?
phone.
None of us
Burr.
have a phone
Like
available.
burr. It's cold in here.
Bursitis? Sounds like a
must
Pokemon.
be.
Okay, so that's what you're
Pokemon.
so that's what you're tired of.
So yeah, but like hot flashes, headache, like getting old sucks. Like I'm in that perimenopause stage, and it just really blows, and I'm just that sucks, and it's hard to have days where I'm like I have BDE, and then I have like oh
you
god,
could be a BDE with parasitis.
Well,
What do you got? Parasitis?
You mix everything that she has into
Paramosis?
one word.
bursitis.
Fired
It's
parasitis.
I think it's basically like it's just
Yeah.
like when like your joints like ache. Like I think you get like fluid
Isn't
buildup.
that fibromyalgia?
It's not-
Yeah.
No.
What? I was gonna say, do you have
So yeah, like I wanted to be
Bursitis,
super happy
inflammation
for my
of one or
birthday.
more
Supposed to
basi.
celebrate your birthday.
So we are. We're going to dinner tonight.
we are still.
Well, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Bitch, where are
Where are we going?
For the viewers who can't see Leah's face, she is beaming in joy right now to go and get a
You think it was her
margarita.
birthday. Celebrate on,
Excited.
bitch.
Wait, you have to wear the sombrero.
No.
Tequila shots forever.
No, I'm not doing a sombrero.
Well, that's Corinne's fired. Anything else you want to touch upon here with your ticket?
No, I need to get the fuck out of here.
All right, everyone.
I'm so excited.
We are going to wrap up episode 2 of Thicc and Tired. Please join us next week for our new episode. We really enjoyed having you today. Again, we want to hear from you, so please shoot us an email or DM us, follow us on Instagram, follow us on TikTok. We want to hear what you want to hear about, and we will talk to you next week. Bye, everyone.
See you next Tuesday.
Bye, bitches.